classes just because of the diverse population we have in here, just because you have worked so hard. And I like classes that work hard. You work hard, I work hard. So first question, what's the scariest thing that happened to you while driving? We spun out on I-75. I had a young lady driving, very good driver. A lady was on the phone. She rear-ended a car. She started spinning around. My student almost slammed the brake. I said, don't slam the brake. And the car started spinning. So I held the wheel and we were okay. Um, Deer running out in front of us on US 23. A car already hit a deer. The front end was smashed. We were okay. I saw deer running by. Deer are everywhere. Last week we saw a deer on the road. They're deer in all the counties. They come out any time of day or night. As of recently, I've been looking up infrared cameras. You can buy a cheaper one for your car. It really allows you to see things at night. And if I would have my wish to do a driver's ed car, we would have some infrared cameras so we could see, because a lot of you haven't been out driving with me at night, and you won't just because of the schedule. Not that I'm scared. If I really want to get you done, we could drive after class 8:30, 10:30, right? But because the class is small and we're chilled, we're driving on the weekends. It's great. It's great. But, really you should be getting a night drive, but the schedule works for me. The schedule works for you. So I think driving at night is very difficult on beginning drivers. If you wear glasses, not hating on people who wear glasses. If you wear eyeglasses, you have a lot of headlight glare, your windshield is not clean, you have crappy windshield wipers, which all of you will, because your parents won't change the wipers. Oh, I just got to change the oil and tires. But when you got a new driver, you've got to change the windshield wipers, because that's going to really clean the window. You got to have a lot of windshield washer solvent, costs $2 or $3 or $4. Rain-X, not sponsored, Rain-X, and the driver's ed company has Rain-X for their windshield washer solvent. It allows water to bead up on the windshield. It costs a little bit more, $5.99, $6.99, $7.99. You get what you pay for. If you buy cheap shoes, they last for a day, you look good, and next thing they're garbage. You buy cheap skinny jeans, you look good for a month, you start washing them, they split, and then you're like, bruh, ask me how I know. I bought cheap skinny jeans. I was looking good, and then one day, they ripped. I'm like, but if you buy cheap clothes, they don't hold together. I'm here for the last makeup. It's all good. What's the scariest thing about highway driving? I would say just getting comfortable on the road. If you never drive a lot on the highway, you won't be comfortable. I'm not talking about just in the city, going 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours by big trucks. Cars merging on, people falling asleep, stop and go traffic, people who are in a hurry, you're doing like 70, they're doing like 90, or 4 or 5 cars are doing 90, and they just drive around you, and you're like, I'm doing the speed limit, but they're doing 90, and then you start doing 90, and then the police pull you all over, and you get a big fat ticket for doing 90. You're not going to get to where you want to go any faster. You just set the cruise, you relax, you drive, you enjoy, you see everything in front of you. Vision, I think, is the most important thing. And if a lot of you don't learn how to see traffic and see danger, what I mean, you're in your school parking lot. Kids are running between cars. You look down at your phone. You just ran over a kid. You are backing out of your driveway. Your little brother, sister's like, bye. And then they disappear. They're toys behind the car. You run them over, or you back into a car next door. You're driving through your neighborhood, getting ready to go to school. That's the most dangerous time. You let your guard down. Your seatbelt's not on. You're kind of speeding through. You kind of below the stop sign. You hit someone walking. You have to be aware the most dangerous time is by your home. You let your seatbelt, take your seatbelt off. You let your guard down. You speeding down the neighborhood. People have video cameras, security cameras. I'm not talking about the brand Ring doorbell, but you guys can't do anything anymore. All your neighbors have security cameras. You can't speed. You can't act a fool. Hey, I saw you. That's Anna. That's Rita. That's Bree. That's Luke. They know who you are. So you can't like be secret anymore. Those days are gone. So people are watching you. And then they post it on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I know that girl. She's a troublemaker since middle school. Mom, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm pretending I'm not a troublemaker. I just don't get along with people. I know, honey, but they don't know. And people will label you. They'll talk about you on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. They don't even know you. So they have a preconceived idea about you. Um, when entering the expressway, should you look for and what should you look for? And during winter, uh, what should you do with your wheels? Okay, you want to come in smooth. I'm talking to the people who really love cars. I know there are a few here. Rita's one of them. Rita's one of them. She's one of them. You can feel your tires grip the road. You can feel them like grip. When you stop, you can feel your tires grip. Um, I just want to drive. Why are we talking about grippy tires? You and your car become one. The tires are the most important thing between you and the road. If you have good tires, you have good traction. You can stop in a short distance. If your tires are worn out, it's going to take you longer to stop. The Teslas have usually Michelin brand or a really high-end brand that has very low rolling resistance. You want to have good tires in your car. That's the one thing I can tell you. If you buy cheap tires, you're always going to have flat tires. They're going to blow out. You're going to get stranded. And a lot of you don't know how to change a flat tire. And this, look, it was 39 degrees this morning when I started driving. What's up, Jackson? Jackson, I want to say thank you. We definitely got to reach out to each other. You really care, and we'll figure it out, Jackson. So let's thank you for being awesome. Good tires are really important, and they cost a little bit more money, but they're going to last twice as long. You'll feel safe on the road. I've had really bad tires that are cheap, and if you don't have the money to buy new tires, then you're going to use cheap ones, right? You got to get to where you got to go. You don't get paid till next week. You're going to buy a $20 tire. It might last 6 months. It might last 2 weeks, right? Just like your shoes. If you buy cheap shoes, your feet are going to hurt. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I need more questions. Come on, let's get some more questions in here. Let's get more questions in. Let's go. Come on, let's get these questions in. Get some more questions in. I need all of you to tell me, type in what you've learned. Type in how has been your driving experience so far. What is the most difficult thing that we have not covered yet? We have not been on the expressway. The expressway is easier than the main roads. There's limited access. Traffic is moving one way. I'll get you in the middle lane. I don't teach scary. I teach so you can learn. I listen to you. And if you're not quite there yet, I'm not going to put you in that situation. I never rush a student. If the company feels like you need another couple of drives, I'll give them to you. I never rush to get you on the road. If you're not ready, I'm going to talk to your mom. I'm going to talk to your dad. I'm going to talk to the company. No problem. Get them a couple extra drives. This company cares. I care. So it's really important that all of you, learn. We're all thinking about Thanksgiving. We're all thinking about Christmas. The year's almost over. But you got one goal. You got to pass your test coming up. Our drives are chilled. Okay? We're relaxed. I drive 2 groups, 9 to 12. And then 2:30 to 5:30, chilled, relaxed. Okay, I'm not exhausted. You're not exhausted. I say hi to your parents, and we get in the car, get your seat right, get adjusted. Yes, the driver's car is not perfect. Some of you who are between 5'2" and 4'11", you got a difficult time reaching the pedal. You got to stretch a little bit. I can't do that. If a car's too small, and I've been in small cars, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", I weigh 280. I don't do good in small cars, so we have a larger car. It's safer for us. What's the safest time to drive? The safest time to drive, I would say, is before rush hour in the morning. Say that 6:15 to maybe 7:15. No one's really on the road. If you wake up early, you can go get your friend, go get a coffee, chill, drive to school, pick your parking spot, you in. I'm not doing that, bro. That's too early. Well, you get out at 6:45. Now you got school buses, you got the seniors, you got people like me trying to go to work. I'm not messing with you. I'm trying to get gas, get my coffee, and go. You got on the wrong blinker and you're looking over the wrong shoulder. Bye-bye. I would say after probably 6:30 p.m., most of the traffic is chill. That's a good time to drive. The weekends, I would say 11 to 2, 11 in the mornings to 2. It depends on your parents. They're going to be tired. They're not really going to want to take you out. So you got to, hey, mom, or can we? Sure, dad. Yeah. Okay, you got to talk to them. You got to work with their schedule. What is the most important thing you need to look out for on ice? Where the ice is. It was 39 degrees this morning. Remember I was talking about that? A lot of frost on the car. I'm thinking winter's coming. 39 degrees. So, water freezes at 32. Sorry, metric system. So it's starting to get cold. And if you have an older car with an older battery, 5 years old, 7 years old, it might take 4 or 5 cranks. Usually I push the start on my wife's vehicle, the first crank. But if your car takes 3 cranks, 4 cranks, 5 cranks, your battery's going to let you down, right? Batteries don't last forever, about 7 years. What do you mean? In the summertime, they get heat soaked. It takes a lot of current to turn the motor over. In the wintertime, the cold really pulls the energy out of the battery. So if you have an older car, 5 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old, I've been in a couple of drivers' their cars, batteries just died. Had to reschedule. It sucks, but safety is the most important thing. So reduce your speed, take your time. Any recommendations on vehicles? Mid-sized vehicle, the Hondas are nice. The Ford Focuses are nice. Any vehicle that your parent will allow you to have, right? A lot of students are getting SUVs. They're a little bit higher. You want a vehicle that's mid-sized to larger, nothing really small. We live in a snowy area, so go slower, leave earlier, get up, stop sooner, slow down, check your tire pressure once a month. Make sure you have good tires. On the driver's car, I like that we have good tires. I like that we have good brakes. I've only had a flat tire one time. A young lady was merging on the expressway. I think she hit some debris or metal. It just punched a hole in the tire. We managed to get up to the gas station. She called her family. I called her company. Got picked up, switched out the driver's car. So I've been pretty lucky, but usually once or twice a year we have flat tires. So you got to know how to change it. The most difficult thing for me is parking. You have to practice. And by me having you back up, pull out, pull in, back up, you have to be willing to work. And I think all of you are willing to work. And we're not just parallel parking like a machine, but pulling in between 2 lines. All of you are in high school or community college or where if you can't park, your friends will talk about you. If you don't know how to park, someone's going to hit your door. Someone's going to scratch your car. Okay, your juniors and seniors, you have a designated parking spot. Freshmen are all the way around the corner, down the street. No, I'm joking. Seniors are right by the front door. They're seniors. You paid your dues. You're freshmen. Go away, freshmen. I'm going in first to eat. Okay, but I'm a junior, bro. You still waiting for the seniors. So you have to know how to park. And that takes pride. If you can't park, people are like, oh my God, did you see Rita? Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you see Mary? She can't park, bro. Man, oh my God. Nolan, he can't park. Malachi, he can't park. Owen, he can't park. You got to park in the line. It's his personal pride. I have learned that people do not care about anyone else on the road. Of course. They don't care. Why should they? They don't care. Caring is optional. But if you show care, you get care. People are only concerned about themselves. I want to get to work. I want to get home. I'm not going to use the blinker. I'm going to cut off everyone. But that doesn't mean you have to be like that. And you learn from your family, me, social media, your older brother or sister. If you learn to drive reckless and run lights, you're going to get killed and hit very soon and die. If you learn how to be a good driver, you play some driver's ed games, you play some driving games, your instructor was pretty good, your mom and dad is pretty good, you're going to be a really good driver. We're talking about driver's education, and we're talking about questions that you may have. Put your questions in. So, but just because the world doesn't care doesn't mean you're like that, right? My driving experience has gone smoothly, not as scary as I anticipated. Bree, this takes time. Once I see you guys go through that initial and relax, then I'm smiling. But then I'm going to keep elevating. I'm not going to take you on roundabouts yet, but I will. I know the areas to take you, not to overwhelm you. Downtown area, not ready for that. Downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown. You're not ready for a downtown area, but you will be. What are big differences between weather on different states? Well, in the Midwest, we have very cold conditions. If it's 20 degrees, you know you have black ice. You have ice on your car. It takes it longer to warm up. Your windshield wiper blades will stick to the window. And I was watching a YouTube video tonight. If you had cheaper windshield wiper blades, the rubber will actually stick to the glass. And then when you turn it on, you can rip the blade off, and now your windshield wiper blade won't work. So if you buy $5.99 blades versus $10.99, $12.99, there's a little bit of a difference. So if your mom and dad are not automotively oriented, you're like, what's a wiper blade? And many of you, when it gets bad, you're going to go to the auto parts store, and some stores will put them on for you. So you got to learn to winterize your car before winter gets here. We have a lot of cold temperatures, extreme temperatures, 20 degrees, 0. And then, of course, when it gets really cold, they cancel school. Yay! But it's got to be really cold, right? If it's too cold for the little kids to stand out there, then it's too cold, and they're going to cancel school. We don't have natural disasters. My driving experience has been good. We want to make it good. I finished my last drive. I would say the most difficult is truly the road conditions. So don't blame it on the governor. It's part of the cement mixture and asphalt mixture we use. We have the cooling and thawing cycle. Water gets into the ground, it freezes, it expands, a car go over, and a little hole becomes a big hole, and then boom, you blow out your tire. You will learn, and you can't be scared to get out. It's hard to see a curve on the back roads in the dark. This is correct. So you want to look at buying some Sylvania Silverlight. Not sponsored. They have headlights that are 30% brighter, 40% brighter. You want to look, your headlights last 5 years, 7 years. They don't get as bright over the time. You need to look at buying some fresh, crispy headlights. You can see better. Get some good crispy windshield wipers. None of you will wear a winter coat. You're just trying to wear a hoodie and your t-shirt. If you get stranded, you're going to freeze. Man, that was really cold. So, dress for the conditions. Timberlands are good. Off-brands are good. Dress for the conditions. How long after my class ends do I get my certificate? It depends on when you're done with your driving, when you take your test, when the paperwork is turned in, when they process it at the office, when they send it to the state. You see where I'm going with this. So the sooner you're done, the sooner your paperwork can be turned in, and the sooner it can be processed. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 1 week. It could be 3 weeks. It could be a month. I've had clients miss school. One of the students is not here right now. We're not going to say her name. She's not here right now. I'm going to see her in December. I'm going to see some of you in December. Driving has to be a priority. And if you're missing class, I'm sorry, I'm talking to students who miss class. I'm playing. Whatever reason is, you don't have to tell me you missed class. This is a makeup class. So it depends on all those factors. And then some people make payments. So everyone's a little bit different. My driving so far has been good and comfortable right now. It should be. As we go along, it will get better. I try to keep it fun and exciting and engaging. Please do not worry if I end up, okay, I'm not worried. Clerical, hey, you got to make sure it's better to have too much time than not enough. I'm just letting you know it's better to have too much time than not enough. Okay, because the state is going to look at, okay, does this kid or adult have 24 hours of class? Last class, I'm done. Drives, also passed the test. Good. The energy's good. Let's keep it vibing. Let's keep it going. You need to watch all these videos. You need to continue to learn, and then I will talk to you guys later. Bye.